Come and make bone broth with me. I am a stay-at-home mom of two who has discovered a love for bone broth. My daughters love it, and it's just a staple in our house lately. Here I am just deboning the chicken. We had it for dinner the night before. Um, I like to chop some onions, garlic, carrots, honestly, whatever I have to just like nourish the broth. After I cut up all the veggies, I add a whole bunch of peppercorn. I kind of like a little bit of spice to it, but it also just adds a beautiful flavor when you roast the peppercorns. I put it all in a pan and then stick it into the oven at like 400 for about 20 to 25 minutes. Once it's done, take it out and you're just going to put it right in either a pot or a crock pot. If I'm planning on letting the broth simmer for like 18 to 24 hours, then I always put it in the crock pot because I don't like leaving my stove on overnight. But if I'm just doing it for like 6 to 10 hours, sometimes I do it on the stove just in a pot. You don't really want to let it get to a boil though, just to simmer. Once you add all your bones and veggies that have been roasted to your crock pot or pot, you want to add filtered water. And then at this point, or even like a few hours into your broth steeping, I add more garlic, sage, oregano, and poultry spice, and that just adds like a really nice flavor to the broth. So this is me the next morning straining the broth. It had been on in the crock pot for around 18 hours. You want to strain it in a fine strainer and then just scoop it into mason jars after. I'll often store it in the fridge or even put some in the freezer. And then I didn't want to let anything go to waste, so I took out the carrots, some onion, and garlic, and I added it to the blender with some of the stock and put a little parsley in there. And I actually blended it up and made it into this beautiful soup that we had for lunch. I had sourdough bagels just come out of the oven as well this morning, so we enjoyed our bone broth and bagels all afternoon. Thanks for watching, and if you like this type of content, I hope you follow for more.